Hey there, and welcome back to Mr. Tax Radio. Tesla today to save on taxes. Stop everything. You are walking into a $50,000 IRS trap. I'm looking at Revenue Procedure 2026 to 15, and the rules have shifted under our feet. Most of you think you're getting a $7,500 credit wrong. That credit was terminated on September 30th, 2025. But don't click away, because the One Big Beautiful Bill Actor, the OBBBA, just unlocked a loophole for business owners that is actually better than the old credit. I'm going to show you the exact math to make your Tesla 100% write-off. Here is the first secret. The IRS doesn't see cars. They see weights. A Tesla Model 3 or Model Y is a light passenger vehicle under the 2026 limits. Your first-year depreciation is strictly capped at $20,300. That's it. But if you step up to a Model X or a Cybertruck, you cross the magic 6,000-pound GVWR line. This moves you into the heavy SUV category. Why does that matter? Because the OBBBA permanently restored 100% bonus depreciation on a heavy vehicle. You take a $31,300 Section 179 deduction first. And then you write off every single remaining penny in year one. Buy a $100,000 Model X. You subtract $100,000 from your taxable income today. Now, let's talk about the Cybertruck. Because it has a cargo bed over 6 feet, the IRS doesn't even call it an SUV. It's a qualified, non-personal use vehicle. This is the holy grail. The $31,300 cap, gone. You can write off the entire purchase price up to $2.56 million. If you're running a fleet, if you're a contractor, a realtor, or an influencer using that truck for work, the OBBBA just handed you a free vehicle courtesy of the U.S. Treasury. But you have to prove it's for work. And that brings us to the most dangerous part of the trap. This is where they catch you. To take these 100% write-offs, you must use the car for business more than 50% of the time. If you take the deduction in 2026, but in 2027 your business use drops to 40%, the IRS will trigger a recapture. They will force you to pay back the tax. Savings plus interest plus a negligence penalty. In 2026, the IRS is using AI to scan mileage logs and even social media. If you're posting Tesla road trip photos on the weekend but claiming 100% business use, you're done. Use an automated mileage tracker. Keep your receipts. Be authentic or be audited. What if you don't have a business? Is there any hope? Yes, for the first time in decades. The OBBBA added Section 70,103. If you buy a U.S. assembled EV like a Tesla for personal use, you can now deduct up to $10,000 in loan interest per year. This is massive for middle-class families. If you earn under $100,000 as a single filer or $200,000 as a joint filer, you can finally write off the cost of borrowing for your car. This effectively lowers your interest rate to almost 0% after tax savings. But remember, it must be U.S. assembled. Check your VAN. If it starts with 1, 4, or 5, you're in the money. The 2026 tax season is a battlefield. The old credits are dead. But the new OBBBA laws are the most powerful we've seen in our lifetime. Don't let the IRS trap catch you use the weight of the law to your advantage. Special thanks to all community for joining us today. If you want to keep your money in your pocket where it belongs, hit that subscribe button. I'm Mr. Tax. Class dismissed. Before we close the books for today, let's go to the lines. We've got to quick questions from the Mr. Tax community.
Hey, Mr. Tax. Love the show. Bonus depreciation from the OBBBA? I just bought a used Model Y for my new LLC. Can I still use that 100%?
Great question, Sarah. Here's the deal. The OBBBA is incredibly generous. Unlike the old F credits that required a new car, they reinstated 100%. Bonus depreciation actually applies to both new and used vehicles as long as it's new to you and used over 50% for business. But remember the trap. A Model Y is under 6,000 pounds. So your total first year write-off is still capped at that $20,300 luxury auto limit. To get the unlimited write-off, you've got to go heavy with the Model X. Okay. Next question from Mike. Hello, Mike.
Yo, Mr. Tax, I'm looking at a Cybertruck, but I want to lease it. Do I still get that $10,000 interest deduction?
Mike, glad you asked. Trap alert. Section 70,103 of the OBBBA specifically says that $10,000 interest deduction is for purchases only. If you lease, you are effectively paying the bank's interest, not your own. If you want that $10,000 tax break, you have to hold the title. Buy it. Don't lease it. If you want that specific perk. That's all the time we have. Hit that subscribe button and join at Mr. Tax Official for more daily tips. I'm Mr. Tax. Class dismissed.
I approve.
The information presented in this video is based on 2026 tax law interpretations. It is not a substitute for professional advice. By watching, you acknowledge that tax laws are subject to change and individual circumstances vary. 2026 Mr. Tax Radio.